So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So the new potential ability Rush is live now, so I'll do a short refresher in case you just learned about this mechanic today and you don't know what it's about. So basically for Sanji, he has to hit fast, he needs a recovery tandem of Honor Orb, and he needs Straw Hats or Germa on the crew. And by doing that condition, you have the potential of getting an extra 2 times stackable attack boost to strength, dex and quick. And you can also get up to plus 0.8 extra chain. Not as strong as Super Tandem, but it's more lenient, and most importantly, it stacks with Super Tandem, which we learned today, which means you will want to use Rush to maximize your damage in content like Super Boss Kizuna. And as it says here, every time you hit with during the Rush, you take 12,500 damage, and that means you need 125,000 HP to do all 10 hits, which is the max at level 5. So basically, a lot of people have expressed frustration with using Rush, so I highly recommend you practice the Rush in the Sanji trial quest. I'm going to show the fastest way to do that here, and after that I'll give you some footage of me performing the Rush. You have some sample material to check against. But yeah, it's very fast to get to the Rush stage. Like, you just one tap, you Queen will run away, you get the final stage, you can use Chopper to get Sanji ready, use Sanji, and you got that practice damage, use Rush on. Sanji doesn't have a lot of HP here, so we can't use Rush that many times. But this is a pretty good when you really have no clue. And when you can get this down, you can move on to having higher HP and practicing doing more rushes. One thing I'll note that we also learned today, that Rush stacks with Super Tandem, and we also learned that Rush can be part of the Super Tandem chain. So if we say you want to use Super Tandem, Nami Super Tandem, you can start with Sanji, hit with Nami, and then after that you will actually activate the Super Tandem, and this makes Rush extremely good, and it will definitely be an important mechanic going on, and you want to learn how to do this. To me, this is nothing different than learning how to hit perfects, how to hit good, how to hit great, how to do manual switches, stuff like that. It's just another skill element in the PvE portion of the game. But people are used to not having to learn new things about the PvE, so I can get that. It's annoying, but I'm not against more skill personally, and I know myself that it can get consistent. Since I'm consistent, I've done a successful Rush like 10 times in a row now. I don't really fail anymore, but I'm sure I will fail until I really get it nailed down in my muscle memory. But if you follow what I did there, you will have well above 100k HP, so you can perform a proper Rush. And there actually isn't that big difference between a short rush and a big Rush. Like, the most important part about Rush is getting the initial 2 hits. Once you do that, it's all about following the rhythm. I don't even really look at the screen once I've got it going, because I know now it's just the rhythm. You tap at the exact same pace every time. Like if Rush was RNG with rhythm, where Sanji can do different moves with different timings, then Rush will have been a nightmare, but that's not the case. But yeah, I saw that Subconscious did the exact same thing. I promise, I had this recorded before then, but yeah, great minds, same ideas, etc. Here you can follow my hand movement. We'll start with my other screen by the side, do a playthrough, and then after that I'll put the hand cam on the big screen and we'll swap and take a look. But yeah, I think this will give you a good idea of what to perform, and you have a lot of reference material now. Like, you have my video, you have the Subconscious video. I'm sure someone else will also upload when they do this, and it's also a rare chance for you to see how I move in general in quests. A lot of this is muscle memory, I don't really think about it. I used my thumb here is mostly because I was holding my mobile phone in one hand, playing with the right, so it was very weird to play any other way. I could barely see the screen. So I end up messing up here, not the rush, but the tap after rush. And the tap after rush is actually really hard. Very easy to mess that one up. They are not nice with the window you have to time that hit. But yeah, here I do like the max damage approach. And you can see, the thing I want you to see me doing here is just follow the rhythm of my fingers when I tap. One other thing to note is when do you tap in the rush? Because I know a lot of people get fail doing rush because if you tap like it looks like on the UI, like when you try to hit perfect, you get fails. Basically that's too early. The perfect needs to get like even more zoomed in than you're used to. So once you get that down, that was the main issue for me, then it's pretty easy. Like think about hit a little bit later than usual and then just keep that rhythm going. You don't even need to look at the screen when doing that, just so as you see here, you can see a bit more closely here. It's the exact same rhythm every time I tap. And once you get that down, I promise you that rush won't be so bad anymore. You see that I failed there after rush, like it's just how it is. It was hard holding the phone in one hand and then tapping. We're going to see one more slow motion and then I have some repeats where I'm going to be quiet for people to just get a loop that they can watch if they want to get the rhythm down. But look closely here where the UI is when I tap the first rush. You see it's a bit more in the center than it usually is. I don't know why they did it like that, and I'm sure that's the reason most people fail. But after that, you don't even need to care, just tap with the rhythm. But yeah, that's it for this video. You got 1 minute of repeat footage to enjoy together with me watching. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.